What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Florida versus Missouri college basketball matchup going down Friday, March 14th, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com, click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. It is a great time to do so because we are in the meat and potatoes of the conference schedule, the conference tournament action. Selection Sunday is this weekend, so we are right in the thick of things in college basketball. We are at the point where the 7-day pass is the week-long pass on the long-term side at Pick Dawgz Premium. It's going to get you access to the first round of the NCAA tournament. We're also going to have NBA and NHL as well, so make sure you use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. We've also got products for those who make big bets and for those with big bankrolls. Those looking for more of a VIP experience where you're going to get things like late alert plays closer to game time, or we're going to track line movement for you, try to get you the best possible number compared to the closing line. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, text the number on the screen for more information, even if it's just to find out if it's right for you. But let's get to this one between Missouri and Florida. Missouri is the 7 seed, knocked off Mississippi State 85-73 in the second round, while Florida comes in as the 2 seed, finishing 27-4 on the year, 14-4 in conference play, only a game behind Auburn. And this was a Florida team that was just dominant for much of the season, and this is a Florida team that is top 10 in both offensive and defensive efficiency, top 5 in offensive efficiency this season. They're a great offensive rebounding team, and there's usually that formula where if your Ken Palm number is offensive and defensive efficiency at season end is within like 40 or something like that, that's where like 19 of the last 20 national champions have been. I think the UConn team in the early 2010s was the only outlier of that group, but still, Florida has every bit the criteria of being a national title contender, and deservedly so. And I have been really impressed with what I've seen from Florida. Now, granted, they were dominant at home, but this is still a team that I think that can take their talents onto a neutral floor and hold their own here. They were 15-1 at home this season, but, and this is a big but, the one loss was to the Missouri Tigers, 83-82, back on January 14th. And while Missouri, has had some blips, like I said, they have the formula to beat the Florida Gators. They can go toe-to-toe with this team offensively. The problem is that I think that this is, in a revenge spot for Florida. I'm not saying that it's, a revenge spot at home, but they haven't forgotten that this was the only game that they lost at home. And the Florida Gators, hold the O-Dome in high standing. They treat that as a fortress. They defend their home court with everything they got. I mean, that's why they kicked the crap out of so many teams in the regular season at home. And I think that, like I said, I think this is just a revenge spot for Florida on the highest stage at the conference tournament. And this is a Missouri team that still I have concerns about defensively. Like I said, prior to the win over Mississippi State, this was a Missouri team that closed out the year by giving up 91 points or more in 5 of their final 6 games. Some of the games they were lucky, they were able to put up like 110 points against Alabama, but the rest of those 90-plus point defensive outings were all losses for Missouri, and a couple of those were losses by margin, by 8 points to Kentucky, 12 points to Oklahoma, 7 points to Arkansas. And Florida is arguably the most dangerous offense of that group. So for me, I'm going to lean towards Florida. I'm also going to lean towards the over here. I think we're going to have a higher scoring game. 161.5 is a high total, but I think we get just over that number. Something like an 89-77 final score here, where Florida wins by margin, and it's a high enough scoring game to get us up and over this total. So give me the over and give me the Gators here, laying the points, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and the tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.